Welcome back to our still unnamed Edgemont project. It is Wednesday, August the 6th, and we are here to give you a look behind the curtain of what it takes to get a house demolished and ready to go for what we have come up with. We have been hard at work here getting all of the drywall down, getting the flooring up. We've shown some video of the hard work it takes to get the hardwood floors up. We are now working on getting the tile floors up, so that'll just come up kind of sort of the same way as a hardwood floors did, just brute force and effort. It really, you start to get a sense of the space and see where everything is at. The other thing for me as a contractor is I can start to see how the roof was constructed and get a clear idea of, are there any limitations to the design that we've come up with, which from what I'm seeing, there are none. So we are looking really, really, really good here. Again, we're on the main floor of the house. We have got pretty much all of the drywall down, and now we're just working on getting the flooring up. So let's continue around here. Let's go down and then work our way up. So drywall gone, ready to go. Flooring is now coming up. We don't have power today for some reason. Hydro has chosen to do something and has cut our power, so it's either you do it by hand and use a headlamp or natural light to get any of the work done here today. Gotta love it when Hydro does that. We do have generators in storage, but I mean, hardly seem worth it for a couple of hours. At least that's what we've been told it's gonna take, so we'll see what happens. Coming downstairs, downstairs? Is that what we call it? Let's call it that. We are ready to start getting the remaining bits and bobs of electrical and everything else out so that we can start moving forward with rewiring and replumbing the house. Again, I say it all the time in our videos. Listen, if you are doing a renovation, for the love of everything holy, guys, remove whatever copper you can and replace it with PEX. It will fail. So if you're doing a renovation, like if you're renovating your home and it's 20, 30 years old, please don't save yourself money by leaving the old copper behind the walls. You are going to cost yourself a metric buttload more in the future because that pipe is going to start leaking. Copper is going to last 50 years. Replace it. Put in PEX. You're not going to have issues. You're just buying yourself some peace of mind. The other thing is with repiping your house, it gives you the opportunity to put in a recirculation loop. Why do you care about using a recirculation loop? Well, A, you don't have to wait forever for hot water to come to your faucet, right? Depending on where you live, sometimes you're on metered water. So when you're letting the cold water go down the drain until it gets hot again, that's water that you're paying for. If you have a recirculation loop, you have almost instant hot water. It's just a far more comfortable and efficient way to live, and you certainly waste a lot less water. Okay, so we are now on the upstairs, and again, drywall all gone. Most of the insulation is gone. Most of the tile, well, some of the tile's gone. Still a bunch of work to do on there. Again, this is what it takes to get a house ready to renovate. Now, some of you in the comment section might ask, why are you wasting all that drywall? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Listen, when you want to have a home that looks consistent and elegant, it's just what it takes. Unfortunately, once you've painted a wall 3 or 4 times, it begins to get a bit of an orange peel texture to it. As soon as you add new drywall, you can see the difference between the old drywall and the new drywall because there's a bit of an orange peel texture to the old drywall. Number one. Number two is if you need to rerun any wires or anything like that, it's just a pain in the butt and it gets in your way. I can tell you, like, I've been doing this for 19 years and I have tried so many times to save drywall because I want to keep it out of the landfill, because I want to reduce costs for our clients. Ultimately, we always end up removing most, if not all of it, because it just is in the way. And it also yields a far inferior product than just removing everything all at once, get it gone. It gets recycled anyways, right? It's not like it goes to the landfill. It goes to the gypsum recycling plant and they repurpose it and make it into new drywall. So start anew, and then everything is clean, and we can make sure that this home is as close to perfect for these clients as humanly possible. Listen, thanks so much for watching, everybody. If you find this content informative, educational, entertaining, whatever the case may be, we would love to have you subscribe to our channel. Click the bell so you get notified of future videos. We would love to be your partners in success. You can reach out on our phone number or at our website, and somebody from our team will love to learn more about you and your dreams. In the meantime, thanks again for watching and stay awesome. Bye now.